Hello and welcome to my new video. Today I will develop film from October and I also will make some prints. So let's go to the darkroom and make some array for chemistry. I will start with the development of the film. And probably as you remember, I'm using Fuji Hunt Kit for development of my C41 processes, and I really like this kit and solutions and what color I get from this type of development. Today we'll develop only one roll because I already have a solutions ready. So I just need to preheat my chemicals and start development, and usually I just take a little bit more time to preheat my drum. I shot this film over a crazy short period of autumn in Denmark, so it should be really nice yellowish color on this film, so I pushed it one stop and shot at ISO 200, but I will develop it normally without any changes. I cannot say I really like this film, I like more codec 200, but if you push this film one stop, it's actually quite nice and I really like the result of the contrast. It's quite heavy plan for development C41, because I also using washing in the middle of the steps, because as you know, development of the film is one of the more critical processes than the development of the paper. And now for me, because finally I get the good results with the old developments, I can literally say if I just develop it normally and get the final film, it will be quite nice, fresh, and the colors on film looks exactly as I want. So I also scan it with my new method with the macro lens and with a halogen lamp. And I think you will see these shots later in my Instagram, so subscribe. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But nevertheless, it's a lot of different mixture of the shots. So I will start printing with one really good autumn shot. And because I do not expect any different problems with the color, I want to make the fresh chemicals and start with the normal developments. And for that I need the clean bottles and Bellini Array 4 kit. I have a developer with an AB part, bleach fix and some stabilizer. It was a little bit long when I make the chemicals, so I already don't remember how to make them, so I need to Google the recipe or read what I have on the bottle. But anyway, it's quite easy and I'm preparing 250 milliliters of solution. And I will use it in the course of several developments for this paper, for test strips. And usually it's sufficient amount to develop 3-4 different prints with the test strips, so it should be fine. But today I will start with the settings of 65-65-0 and use my normal bigger easel for the framing. Usually when I make such work, I develop film in the evening after work, and on the next day I can print it in a darkroom without any problems. And when it's laid down in the sleeves, it's actually quite flat, but anyway I have a glass frame, so it's not a problem for me to compress the film even if it's freshly dried. And now let's frame and let's focus on the grain in the film. This shot should have a really good contrast, really good sharpness, and because I already saw the scans, I more or less know what to expect from this frame. So only one question is exposure for this magnification, so I will start with the test prints with a 2 seconds interval from f11, and from there I will see if I need make any adjustments or I will guess exposure right away. I run the standard development time for 45 seconds for 2 baths. And after washing I just have my test strip, and as you can see I have not enough range for exposure, so the last one looks more or less fine, close to the range what I want to see in the final print. So I will open up the aperture to f8 from f11, and from there I will just choose something around 5 seconds and make intervals with a 1 second increment on top. But initial impression on the shot, I have a really good color balance, really good contrast, and I think I don't need to make any adjustments on top of the frame. And this is one of the really positive side when you develop film yourself and you know your material and you know how it should look like in final result. So now I have exposure and I will make the bigger print with a 10 seconds interval. So I straightforward go to the bigger paper. For this magnification I print with the f8 on 10 seconds with the settings 65-65-0 with a almost perfect color balance from the beginning. And this is more or less how the array 4 printing should work without any problems on a normalized shot if you make a proper metering and also if you make proper development. And I think that's it for today. I hope you like my print and like my channel. Once again, thank you everyone for supporting my channel, for donates, and hope to see you again later in the next videos.